Welcome to all of you on the day 2 of CSS Beginners to Advanced series. Today, we will be doing the CSS Flexbox. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. So I have all my setup ready for all of you. So let's wait for some time. So I hope I'm visible to all of you. Then we will start with CSS Flexbox. So today we will complete the CSS Flexbox and yes. Yeah, hi, mate. So we'll wait for some time. Let some more people join. Then we will start with the CSS Flexbox. My setup is already ready for today's. So, the today's session will be around 30 45 minutes long, and in this session we will complete the entire Flexbox. So let us wait for some time. Yeah, hello Shiv Kumar Sharma. Hello, all of you. Let us see how many people are there. So we'll wait for another minute. Then we'll start with the Flexbox part. My entire setup is ready. I hope you will be able to see my screen share. Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Meher. Good afternoon, yeah. Good afternoon, all of you. I hope my voice is clear to all of you. So let's start now. So I hope you all have a clear understanding what we have covered in CSS Flexbox, CSS Basics yesterday. So this is all in front of you. So okay. So as I've told you earlier, that now I will not be able to see the live chat. We'll see after some time. Okay. So as I've told you, Flexbox and Grid both are display properties, and Flexbox works in one direction and grid works in both directions. Both direction means grid divides the whole of the web page into rows and columns, but Flexbox divides only in row. Row means by default it uses the it works on row axis, but with the help of flex direction change setting, we will change the direction to column. Now if you see, this is the basic setup which is there in front of you. So let me have some CSS also. So one second. So this is the basic CSS what we have added here, and screen is visible and audio is clear. Thanks, thanks. Now my dear friends, I will not be able to see the chat, so let's concentrate on the content. Okay, and please do like the video. Likes are very important, my dear friends. I hope you also understand, because it will reach to the right person who's looking for such kind of content in YouTube. Now if you see, we have a box size and borders property, different colors, and different colors for different kind of boxes, so that you will be able to identify what is happening in which column. Now let's see our parent container. This is the parent class, and dot container will use a df display as flex. And in this display flex, as you have seen, as I have given the display as flex, by default entire set of things will have aligned in a in a row pattern. Row pattern means from left to right. Now we will use a border of let's say 5p x solid of black color. So here now now let us use. Now there is an inline flex also, which will have the width only till the element. So here if you see, this is a display flex where uh, the width ends but the column ends separately. So we will be using the inline flex, and in this inline flex the width, the border ends where the item ends. So this is the beauty of inline flex. This is helpful to while creating the headers kind of thing, or you can create the borders or the footers kind of thing. Now let us change this back to flex, and here we will be adding the height to 100 VH. 100 VH means 100 vertical height. VH is the unit of height. Now the output is like thing. Now what we will do? Now by default, as I've told you, the flex direction is the direction which is the main axis, which is from left to right, which is by default row. So now we will change the flex direction to column. So let us see what will be the output. So FD means flex direction column. So here by default entire thing will come in a vertical pattern, which is from top to bottom. Now what will be, now the next thing is, let us see. Okay, let us have as we have learned yesterday, that same class can be used multiple times. So we will be using the class dot box, and we are assigning the, one second, the width the width of 300 px to each box. Now what is happening here? And this particular flex correction column, so here what is happening? By default everything comes in a direction, but what is happening here? Let us add a flex wrap property. So here flex wrap is wrap. Now what is happening? As soon as the next available space will be equal to or greater than 300 px, the next item will shift here. So this is the beauty of flex wrap. So that makes the page responsive. CSS Flexbox and Grid are used to make the web pages responsive in order to make the less use of media queries. Now, if you see here, if I change the width to 33.3%, let us see how it works. So here, what is happening here? The pick will remain stick. The items will remain stick, will not change, because we have fixed the width to 3.33 px. Now let us have a border in this. So we will use a border of 5p xo solid of white color. So with the help of this property border, we are able to create a space between the items. Now let us see the flex box ordering property. Ordering property means you can see the contents in an order, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now if we want to change the order of this thing, so what we will be doing, we will be changing the order. So let me have display as flex and here S1. Now what we will do, we will be shifting this particular item number 3 after item number 10. Now let us target the item number 3 second class and dot item number 3, and we will change the order to 3, and here order to second dot box 3. 1 second, some error is here. One second. Okay, this is not closed. 1 second. Now if you see, the item number 3 have shift after the item number 10. Okay, similarly you can have this for dot box item number, let's target item number 4. We'll change the order to 5 and see. Item number 4 will also get shifted after item number 10. So here if you see, with the use of flex box ordering property, here the order use the same property. You can shift any item or you can change the sequence of the item using this particular set of property. So now after this, we will see the alignment and centering part. So what is alignment and centering? So as the name says, alignment means aligning something somewhere, and centering means positioning something. So let us have, so for this, so for in order to understand the alignment and centering part, we will be using the justify content property here. So justify content, let us apply the justify content property here. So what we will be doing here, so display flex, we will create a border of 5 feet, and after that we will be using jc justify content property, and we'll use the value as flex start. So by default, everything will be in the start of the flex. Now the second set of value here in justify start will be justify content will be flex end. So if you see, entire thing will be in the end. Now the next set of value here is the center. So we will write justify content center. So it is in the center. You can see it is in the center. Okay. And after that, so these are the set of values. Okay. We have space between also. So space between means spaces has been distributed among them. Space evenly evenly spaces have been distributed. You can see space here also and space here also. And after that, space around means above and below also spaces has been added. So these are the values of justify content. Okay. Now now let us have though by default here the direction of the flex is row. Now which is the direction of the main axis? By default it is row only, which is from left to right. Now let's keep this setting and we will change the flex direction. So what we'll do here, we will change the flex direction to fd to column, and what we will do, we will have some minimum height of 100 vh. Okay, so what we did, now everything will come in a fashion where everything will come one below the another. Now what we will do here, we will be adding a property to the common class, which is the dot box, and here we will use the color as white. Font size we will reduce something to 30 px, and tsc will be the text align center, and padding of npx. Now what we will do, we will use the next property, which is called as the justify content, changing the main axis from left to right to top to bottom. So we will be using the value start flex end center space around, space between, space evenly. So these are the same set of values what we have seen, but here we have changed the direction of the main axis from left to right to top to bottom. Now let us see the align item. So how align item will work? So here, to align the item on the cross axis, which is the opposite of justify content. So here what we will do, we will be having some changes here in the setup. So one second, we display will be the flex border, and we will remove this thing. Okay, so here if you see here, we will start with align item stretch. By default stretch, by default it is in the stretch only. Now after this, what we will do, we will add the new property here, which is the align item flex start, flex end, center, and after this, let me see. Okay, so these are the start and center and stretch. These are the four values both which will be applied here in align item, which is the opposite of justify item. Now let us have some one second. Let us have some addition in colors, and with the help of a property which is called as the align item baseline property, you can see the base of every item is common. So you can see the base of every item is common. So this is the beauty of using the align item baseline property. Fine. Now after this, let me see the next thing, which is the flex container property align content. So we have seen the justify content. Now we will be seeing the align content property. So here, if you see this align content property, we will start with one minute. Sorry. So here, what we will do, it is 100 VH, and here what we have given to this particular thing, width of 33.30%. Now let us see the next thing what we are applying here. So here we will be using the flex wrap property, flex wrap FW flex wrap to wrap. Here what we did, now we will start with the align content property. So here AC AC align content FS flex start. So everything will move towards the end. Flex end. After this, we have the next value will be the center. After the center, we have the next set of value as space between. Now values, set of values is common across all as B space between. So you can see the spaces between them. And after that, we have space evenly the spaces has distributed and space around. So you can see the space around all. So these are the set of values for align content. Align content is simply the opposite of justify content. Now, one day 2 attendance link is there in front of your screen, which is there in the live chat. So I request you all to please fill the day 2 attendance right here, right now. Please fill the attendance sheet right here, right now. I will wait for a minute. So I hope you all have filled the attendance sheet right here, right now. In case you have not filled, please fill right here. So I hope you all have filled. Please reply with yes in the comment box in case you have filled the attendance sheet so that I will be confirmed that you have filled it. Link is not shown. My dear friend, I have shared this in the live chat. See, it is displayed now on the screen. So it is shared in the live YouTube chat. Please check it and fill it. I hope you will be able to see it now. Link is there in your description box. Is it visible to all of you? So have you filled it? Zakir, you did always first, I guess. So now we'll not wait. Let us start now. Okay, so here let me tell you something. Those who fill all the 4 days attendance sheet, okay, will get the participation certificate on their mail ID, what they have entered in the Google attendance form. We will be sharing the form only in the live YouTube chat and nowhere else. So please see there only. Now let us see the next flex item property. Okay, so here let's start with the property to align a single item, that is align cell. So here what is align cell? If you see, we are applying the set of property to the entire set of 10 items, but if we want a particular item to get aligned separately, so for this we will be using a align self property. Now here let me use flex start and line items flex start. And what else we, so now let us add some irregularities here to the dot box. Two, we'll use a padding in the bottom of .px and we will target dot box, so 5, padding in the bottom of 600 px. 600 px is very high. Let us change it to 300 px. Now what we'll do, we will now align these items independently. Now with the help of the align self property, align self property flex end. See, we have shift this particular set of item towards the end, and align self center. So similarly, with the help of this align self property, we can use to align a particular item to overwrite the current set of properties. So now let us add some emojis here in order to see the flex item property. Flex, this is actually a shortcut to the flex grow, flex shrink, and flex basis combined, which we will see now. So here let me change our structure and let us have some emojis. So here but it is using the same set of properties what we have given here. So 1 second. No. Okay. So here, if you see, we have this only as displays flex. Now what we will do, dot box this flex will be 1. So here, if you see, by default, let me change it to flex 2. So what is happening here? So if we give flex 2 here to a single item, okay, flex 2 to a single item, what will happen here? It will take twice of the free space compared to others. So let us target the item number 2 and see what is happening here. Dot box 2 flex 2. 1 second. Okay, dot box 2 flex 2. So if you see here, it is taking the twice of the space compared to the flex 1. Now after this, let us see the individual properties of flex grow, flex shrink, and flex basis. For this, let me do one thing. Let me make it small. So now let us have okay. So let us add here flex 1, 1, and 0. 1, 1, and 0 means 1 is for flex grow, another is for flex braces, and the third one, sorry, first one is for flex grow, second one is for flex shrink, and the third 0 is for flex basis. So we will write in a shortcut as 1 1 and 0. Now flex basis means the default size of the element before remaining space is distributed. If you see here, the default size of the element before remaining space is distributed. If we give it alone, it will only take the pixels. We give it like below. So let us give it the flex basis FB flex basis to 400px, and here to the box. Okay, let us apply to the box 1, and here to the box 2 we will be giving flex basics to 300p. Okay, so now what we will see here, the leftover free space. Okay, so now flex row. What is flex row? Flex row means how to distribute the free space between items. So let us give the flex grow as FG flex grow to 2. So twice of the leftover free space has been given to him, and here we will give the flex grow as 1. So if you see here, it will be like that. So twice of the space has been given to item number 1. Now after this, what we will see? We will see the flex shrink. Flex shrink means the ability of the item to shrink in the proportion when free space is there. So let us add fs flex shrink, and we want this to get shrink in the proportion of 5, and here we want item number 2 flex shrink to shrink in the proportion of 2. So let us see them. See, it shrink more compared to item number 2. So that is how you use the flex basis, flex shrink, and flex grow. So here comes to an end of CSS Flexbox. I hope you all have enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow same time at 4 p.m. with CSS Grid. Thank you. Thanks a lot.